Hey guys, welcome back to the Ramen Bowl where every week there's a new flavor of the week, and this week we are back in my room. Say hello to Mr. Bingo Man. Anyway, this week we're going to talk about the anime called Classroom of the Elite. Now, listen, I've seen some reviews about the show, so I'm actually really interested to see what you guys think about it. I personally really enjoyed it, but a lot of people had a problem with it. Um, Classroom of the Elite is an adaptation of a series of light novels that are called Welcome to the Classrooms Where Merit is Paramount. Long title. There are reviews saying that it's not a very close adaptation. Uh, there are some interactions amongst characters and character depths that's not really explored. Um, and they were definitely more explored, more so in the light novels themselves. There are also some complaints about the animation quality, which I can kind of see. There was a point where the original studio, outsourced their work to a different studio. I guess I think it was another studio. I mean, you can kind of see that, but it doesn't really detract from the story. But before I get into all of that, let me tell you about what the actual story is. So there's this prestigious high school where the students that attend there are basically guaranteed like a sweet spot in life. Like they're guaranteed the best life, like getting into the top colleges, becoming high class officials and high profile elite, sweet deal on life kind of thing. Um, but the school itself has a kind of unorthodox set of rules. Like, eh, at the school, status is the name of the game, and money is your chess piece. So the more money you earn, the higher your status, the broader your spectrum of opportunities. Um, extreme intellect earns you money. Athletic ability earns you money. And if you don't have either of those things, you have to figure out how to be creative. Um, just about anyone and anything can be bought with money, with their in school system of money. Um, and you're kind of placed in a position where you have to play the game, not because everything is a competition at the school and everyone's fighting for the number one spot, but in order for you to be able to survive here, you have to figure out a way to be grimy. And the characters that we see are not unaccustomed to grime. Um, we have plenty of characters with like really complex backgrounds, ranging from the traumatized to the big and bad, and your bad boy type people. Um, we explore concepts like stalkers, abuse, extreme harassment, and I'm deplorable jealousy. All of this surrounding our main character, which is Kiyotaka Ayano Koji. He is like the greatest example of giving no fucks. He's unfazed by anything. Like he does not care. Um, he there isn't anyone that can outdo him or outthink him. Like he has everything basically in the palm of his hand. Like he directs everything. Um, and that kind of seems to have to do with his background. Like if you see flashes of his childhood, and it just kind of looks like he's like a designer child made for this kind of life. um, he ends up making a, well, I don't want to say friendship, it's more of like an alliance with this one character. Her name is Sizune Horikita. She is the little sister of the classroom, of not the class president, but of the student council president. And she is like, she's really cold, really unfriendly. That's why I say it's not a friendship. Like she doesn't do friends. Um, she has this whole other drama with her brother. Like she just wants her brother to know. So that becomes like her main goal. Her main goal is to get her class, which is a low ranking classroom D, to get to the top tier elite classroom A, so that her brother will notice her. That is her main goal. Um, so she makes this alliance with them, with Ayano Koji, and they construct the background of so many things. Like they pull all the strings in the background to make sure that their class is progressing. They come up with a lot of strategic plans to get them to the next level while knowing like their strengths and weaknesses for the class, for the entire class. Um, I could go on to for days about the complexities of the show. There are elements that make you almost forget that these are high school students. Like the main theme here seems to be trauma and drama, and there is a ton of it. You can't fall for the facades of any of the characters because there's always something surprising behind the face of what they show at school. No one is showing the full deck of cards here, and it really does draw you into the show. There are multiple motivations, and they're all accumulating to progressing towards this one goal. Everyone has this one goal in sight, which is either to get to Classroom A and make your class Classroom A, or to maintain being Classroom A. Um, so with everyone like being dead fast, like dead fast in trying to maintain or attain that goal in the first place, chef's kiss. Tons of drama. Um, let's see. I will say, okay, so like I was saying earlier, the animation of the show, like the actual, like the character, I won't say the character design, but the animation of the show. Some people have been saying that it's like kind of like it's dull animation. You can see small details of where there was a switch from one studio to them outsourcing, but it's not to the point where like it's like largely noticeable. Like I honestly, if I were to watch it again, I'd probably forget where all those points were. Um, I think I did really honestly actually forget about where they were. But I think what's the most upsetting to people is the lack of the depth that they missed from the light novels. People were really attached to the light novels, and it seems like people are upset because the show, the anime, seems to make light of the message from the actual light novels. I don't personally know too much about that. I want to explore the light novels in order to make a full opinion on that personally. But this is a common thing that happens when there is an adaptation anime where like some the elements of the whatever media it came from, some of the elements are lost. So that's a valid complaint. And I'll probably have to explore it more to really give my full opinion on it. Um, all in all, though, I would probably give it 4 out of 5 stars. I mean, slurps. We do slurps here. Yes, I would give it 4 out of 5 slurps. There are some points of the show where it feels like you're getting your usual high school anime tropes. Like you have your tsundere, you have the popular girl trope, the main character being like slightly outcasted, like that kind of normal thing. But again, it does not detract from the fact that these are just facades that people, the characters that they're playing. Like these are really just plot points. They're if you really like watch the show, once you get into it, you realize they're all acting like this for a reason. Um, so it's really honestly, it's much more than just the tropes. And a lot of animes they just really rely on the tropes as just actual personality traits. So I do enjoy that. Anyways, if you do want to watch it, I found it on Funimation. I'm not sure if it's on Crunchyroll. I don't know. I have heard rumor that there's probably going to be more of this show coming, possibly. Some people are saying that it's never going to get more continuation, but I feel like it might. Um, if you do find it elsewhere, please let the family know. Let us know. If you have any recommendations, please feel free to comment them below the video. Uh, you can email them at codeswitchnaturally@gmail.com. You can DM our Instagram, our Twitter. You can DM me. You can mention them down below, and whatever it is you want to watch, it might be the new flavor of the week. Anyway, thanks for watching, and as always, if you don't like my opinion, you can always argue about it in the comments below.